Am I the asshole for refusing to get a job and pay rent at my parents' house? If you're an adult, if you're not at school anymore, I'll say yes. After that, we'll see like the detail of that thing. I had my 18th birthday 3 days ago. On the day after my birthday, my stepdad told me he wants me to start paying rents to live in his house. Stepdad is quite Christian and conservative. I don't accept to live. I don't accept. What is accept? To live rent-free forever. Expect. Okay. You don't expect to live rent-free forever. But you know, my stepdad is coming from a spitful place. He and my mom have 2 kids in 9 years of marriage. I'm not his home, and it's clear that I'm a reminder that his wife was a non-virgin divorced woman before him. So of course, man, I mean, no, I'm sorry. I feel like you are plugging a lot of things in the same bucket before throwing it at us. Wow. It's harsh. It's harsh. Divorced woman before him. So of course I'm being treated like a guest, and my mom is allowing it because she thinks the sun shines out of his ass. He doesn't need my money to pay rent. Plus I don't have much, and he wants €100. It's €100. €100 will barely cover what you're eating. We still have lots of time for this, but I bet his own kids won't be paying. No, like you're taking assumption here, but okay. While they're in school, are you still in school? My A-level exams, UK school system starts mid-April and lasts up to July. I'm doing STEM subject, and I'm hoping to fulfill my offer for a medicine course at a good university. I'm aiming for A+, 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 A. Okay. Which will take a lot of studying. If I have to get a job, it will get difficult to maintain that level of studying that I need to do. For €100, I think you will basically have to work 3 hours a week. Like per month, we're saying. Not per week, per month, right? Per month. You could do €100 on so many other ways than just like getting a regular job, worst case scenario. I'm literally moving out in September. I don't know if the university finance differ in the USA, and I know this platform is predominantly American. So in the UK, uni is founded by loans, and these loans covers everything and are 100% my responsibility, and my parents won't be financing anything. So it honestly just feels vindicative. And it's not like I'm unproductive. I'm trying to save the money I had left from my last job for when I move out and paying my stepdad €800 when he doesn't need it feels spiteful, like he's punishing me and making my life harder for being born. I don't feel like it's... I mean, okay. Exactly, shiz. Do 3 Walmart delivery on DoorDash, okay? Like, it's... This was not sponsored. And... Okay, you're still in school. It's fair to say that, like, you don't have to... if it was my own child, I would not make them pay if they are keeping up with school. But from the moment they leave school and they are adult, yeah, go get a freaking job. You won't just be a lazy ass your whole life, you know? Like, you decide to leave school, you decide to live at my home, that's fair, but, like, pay your due. And I would probably charge more than that dad is charging for that kind of situation. I would probably sit with my mom and my dad and my stepdad and try to have a reasonable discussion about that and try to explain them everything that you just explained here. The problem is that if they are not listening, you will just talk to a wall. Basically, my mom's sister, who isn't fond of him, said he's being ridiculous and told me to come live with her. Our house is an hour away, but my school is in the middle, 30 minutes each way, if that makes sense. She said she has a guest room free so I can save money for uni. This benefits me most, so I took her up on the offer. Well, okay. Good. My mom keeps crying that I'm leaving already, so my stepdad is annoyed. We got into an argument where he said he's just treating me like a tenant to prepare me for the real world. So I said, do tenants not have the right to leave? Which annoyed him further. My stepdad says I'm earning my mother and I'm taking resource from my aunts because I'm too entitled to pay rent. This is just what's best for me. It's just what's best for you. And okay, just by the talk that your stepfather have here, I can see that he plays a manipulative approach to that problematic. So I would agree with what OP says here. OP's not the asshole in that situation. Also, though, frying over like €100 per month, there's so many ways to make that as a side job. It's €100 per month will not even pay for what you eat. It's as ridiculous as it is. So yeah, like maybe stepdad just wanted to put the rules in place so that it would make sense after that for his own daughter and son, you know? So here, I feel like you're going out of your way to dodge a very little burden. That's my POV on that. You're going out of your way to dodge a small burden, but you have an opportunity to dodge it. And I would probably have done, I don't know. When I left my own parents, I just went for an apartment that I was able to pay rent for. So I'm not sure I would like go the same way that OP goes here. It's not bad, but it's not good either. So there's nobody that's gonna call OP the asshole here for sure. Like, but the pressure was not that big. You moved out at 18 a month after school. I moved out at the end of my 17 years because the environment in my house was not feeling good anymore. And that's super fair. Paras, here's your second point of the month. Just tell me a genre of game that you would like to have a list of because you won the January month, where you were like 6 points over this over Hebda. Reinstalling Discord, since I'm the only one with the problem. It's at best weird. And yeah, like you paid rent for my parents for a fraction rent pays. It's basically like you paid a small rent, but like even before I moved, I was already paying $350 at the time to my parents every month. So I was already paying pretty much half of a rent, but it came with food, electricity, internet, car, like it came with all the shit. But I was living very far from my university and college, so it was a better move for me anyway, out of like just considering the quality of life that we had in the house. Like it was a better move for me to just move closer to my school. So like I saved $200 just on gas. It's entitled Little Kids That They Think They Shouldn't Have. I mean, the way here did not sound like it was entitled. It was more like I want to do medicine and I need to study like a freaking monster, which ain't that false. It's your internet.